Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. I am making sausage, peppers, and pasta. This is a casserole dish. By the way, happy St. Patty's to everybody. I just didn't want to sit there and serve corned beef, potatoes, and cabbage today, and beer. So I'm going to sit there and go ahead and make this. Though I have the stuff to make me, I'm just going to be on an off day. But anyway, I hope you have a wonderful holiday. Be safe. All right, you need half of a bell pepper green and a half a bell pepper red. And they want it in about half-inch slices. Wait a minute. All right. They want them in half-inch slices from top to bottom, not left to right. So we're thinking about something about this thick. Now all what we're doing now is prepping. We are not doing anything else. This is where most of your time is consumed, is actually getting the prepping done. Once you get the prepping done, the cooking is like ABC, very fast. Most of your terminologies in prepping are just simple chopping, dicing, mincing, putting things together that will be going into the pot. I'm going to put these in a bowl. Do I have a bowl up there? No. Now they also want, are these going to go in at the same time? All right, you're going to need a half a pound of Italian sausage. You could have hot or spicy, it does not matter. And we're also going to need 2 garlics. And these we're going to put in a bowl to the side as well. But these two go together. So, what the heck, I'm going to mix everything. They want this about, what, half-inch? About half-inch slices. Don't worry, everything's going in the same pot, so I don't care. I have to get 14.5 ounces. You want to buy a can, you can, but I'm going to take my fresh tomatoes. They want them whole tomatoes, and then they want you to chop them up. So you buy a can, 14.5 ounces, and they'll want the juice and everything when we get to it. Right now, I'm just trying to get mine ready to peel. Okay, we'll go back to this. I say, you can't do that. You're yeah, well, it's all going in the same pot, and I'm not cooking for anybody but myself and my family, so it doesn't matter. So before you have kittens, don't have any. you're doing your own tomatoes, you're going to have to peel them, which means putting them in boiling water after you put an X on the tail of it. And when they start to separate, take them out and throw them into cold water. While that's going on, I'm going to take care of my garlic. Now, I do not know how many tomatoes it's going to take. I went through all my canned tomatoes, so I'm going to have to work on that. Okay. Hold on. Let me get these out. If I have extra, I can always pour it, put it in the refrigerator and use it. I'm not concerned about that. Okay, we got those tomatoes done. I have a few minutes to get these done. You want them minced or slapped? Minced, I should have known. Minced means really finely chopped. Now you're going to put this garlic with the sausage we just sliced. This is a one-pot meal. The only thing you would have to make with this is a salad. You would have everything together, unless you want to sit there and make a drink, which I'll be doing soon enough. I have all those herbs and dried fruit, which gives us a lot of nutrients. I always make sure I put Malby bark in it. Cleans the blood and stuff from the winter and the colds and everything you get. I wonder if you're going to the parade today. Okay, we've got these you put to the side as well. Well, it doesn't fit there. I'm going to knock you over. Let's put these in the window. Got it there. Let me see how the tomatoes are going. Okay. Got another tomato. This is a biggie. Okay. one more tomato. I think we just about have everything ready and chopped. Okay, this tomato was ready. All right, we need 1.5 cups of rotelli pasta. So I'll read off the tomatoes again if you're not using fresh tomatoes. You need 1 can, 14.5 ounces of whole tomatoes, and they want you to cut them up with the juice from the can included. Now, if you don't know your fractions and you have fresh tomatoes, it's just under 2 cups. Okay, because it's 8 ounces makes a cup. So you're going to be a little under 2 cups. Am I cooking my pasta in water? No, I am cooking my pasta in stock, vegetable stock. Because the pasta is dry, it'll absorb the nutrients in it and be in there. Okay, let's get these. I know you're sitting there saying you're nuts. I know, but it's all going to the same place, so I don't care. A lot of people will cut the core out, but I am not concerned about that. Because I put it in the salad. The only time I don't do is when I'm making tomato sauce, man. You cannot, under any circumstances, get that to break down in a blender. Okay, that's cool. We're going to keep chopping. If your family doesn't like to eat this part, just cut it out. The only time I cut it out is if I have to sit there and make a tomato sauce. It will not break. I throw it in the blender and it refuses to break down. But you're going to have to chop your tomatoes even if you sit there and use the can, but do save the juice. I have a girlfriend that told me point blank, if I wash dishes they used to in the 50s, she says she would never eat my food. I don't do certain things. I looked at her and said, what? I told her it didn't kill us. We all had those kitchens. That's a cup. Another thing you must note, when you buy canned vegetables, like tomatoes and stuff, there's more fluid in it than you would do if you do your own tomatoes. I know some of these cookbooks are for people who don't cook. So I have to change them around to make them fit what I want. This might be the last tomato. I overdid it by 2. Okay, 2 tomatoes left. I think I am done chopping. What am I doing? Washing my cutting board off, of course. I just got my cookbook, but again. And the worst thing about that is the pages will stick together unless you're careful. We're waiting for the pasta rotelli, which they say corkscrew pasta. That's actually what the recipe read, so she didn't know which pasta proper name. Sandy, you get that book any wetter, and you're not going to have a cookbook. Don't worry, we're going to start this in a bit. We're just getting everything ready. You're also going to need a Dutch oven. Another thing that's nice is having wooden spoons, because you'll notice that they won't sit there and destroy your pots and scrape them up. So wooden spoons are really great for that. Gonna need a Dutch oven. Now we're just waiting for the pasta, and there's nothing we can do about that till it's done. Once it's done, we can take it out. Almost, but we're not quite there yet. Now, pepper. This book up. They said they want fresh ground pepper to your taste, so I'm going to start banging some pepper up for me. Now with a mortar and pestle, you can make crackback pepper, which is a little coarse. Or you can take it and go like this, and you can actually put it into a powdery black pepper. So you can, according to how long you bang it and work it into the mortar and pestle, will decide the coarseness or the fineness of your black pepper, which is nice because some recipes say they want whole black pepper, some want coarsely black pepper, then say fine ground pepper. So you'd have to buy 3 different peppers, whereas I only have to buy 1 and just control it with the mortar and pestle. It's actually the pasta we're waiting for, nothing else. I got the tomato paste, I got the vinegar, I got salt. Where did I put my salt? I got the sausage and garlic, 1 sausage. This is actually 2 sausages that we're going to be using. Salt. I didn't get salt out. I love that 5-grain cereal so much. I think I'm going to make muffins out of them. I think it'll be nice. This should be done by now. It is. Okay, now where am I going to put this? Looks like I put in that one. I don't want to waste the water because there's no salt in it. I can put it into the, with the stock, I can go ahead and put it out into the yard. So that's a good thing. Just let it cool. Feed the plants outside. That's why I don't add salt to my pasta. If you notice in salt beds, nothing grows. So, you know, yes, you need salt, but not in high dosages. And if you salt everything and then put it out in the yard, you end up killing your own yard and making it a salt bed. Okay, there's a 1/2 pound of pasta. Well, let's just put it in the sink. All right, you're going to need your Dutch oven, and I'll be moving you over now. I think we've got everything chopped and done up that we have to. If your burner's already hot and you're lighting with a match, just be careful you don't burn yourself anymore. Just be careful lighting it, that's all. What do you want me to put in this first? You can't put a Dutch oven on without, they want it over medium heat. And you're gonna put, where's that knife I just had? I have hot sausage there. Now I'm putting sweet sausage in. As soon as I put this on, I'm going to put the sausage in to make sure. There's one rule they say about Dutch ovens: do not put it on the heat unless you have oil or something in it. Okay, now that I got it in, I can bring you over. that was a pound I'm putting in. We're going to make this very high in protein. Let's get you over here now. You know, when I make sausage by hand in my grinder, it's not as tacky as this stuck together. So I wonder if they're not putting a binder in it even when they do it like this. Well, we'll find out in time. Set your oven at 350 and make sure that the shelf is in the middle. So I'm going to be putting in 1.5 pounds of meat in here. 1 pound is 125 grams. So we're talking over 200 grams of protein that's going to be in this meal. You want to serve hot vegetables, you can. I served green beans with yam the other day. I took a yam, diced it up, brought it to a boil, cooked it just till it was almost done. Then I threw green beans in with it. It's a nice color combination. Then you could season it with a garlic butter sauce if you wish, or just put salt on it, or if you want to use olive oil. But the color was beautiful. Instead of just having white potatoes and green, you had the orange and the green, which is really nice. Let that cook. This is going to be about 5 minutes to get this completely brown. So this is going to be totally brown. There's going to be no pink in it before we add everything else. Well, just about everything else. And you can see there's not a lot of fat in this one this time. Sometimes, towards the end of summer, as you buy sausage and stuff like this, you will find out there's more fat in it. You'll see the fat floating in the pan. That is because the harvest hasn't come in yet. And that's what the slaughterhouses call it, harvesting. It's usually done in the autumn. That's why there's so many meats and stuff on sale and stuff. So I can tell what time it is by looking at the meat. If you have a lot of fat, you know what it means. It's coming to the end of the meats that they had from the previous harvest. Now, the recipe said 1/2 pound of meat, but I said, no, I'm putting in 1 pound here. Because I know my sons, and they're hungry. And I know what they do, so they burn a lot of energy up. So they eat a lot. And I'm not going to fill them up with carbohydrates, which is sugar, or sugar. Yes, there's desserts and stuff, but they'll get their protein first, and then they can have the others. Even as big as they are, they know I have all of these. I'm going to try doing a live making muffins this morning. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm going to try. If it doesn't, you're not going to see the muffins. But I'm going to do a lot of prepping before I do it. So it won't be a long live to bore everybody. I'm just watching me do the work. Add your sliced Italian sausage with the garlic and your bell peppers. You could almost call this chunky. Now we're going to be browning, well, I'll say sauteing, but remember sauteing is browning. Well, actually saute means pre-cook before you put it in. A lot of people say browning. We brown the ground pork. All right, we got that going. And now we're going to do the sausage and these bell peppers, and they'll be pre-cooked. Not all the way, but they'll be pre-cooked enough. So this is going to take about 8 minutes. So I'll be back in about that time. Okay, in the tomatoes, you're going to add 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, 1 tablespoon of wine vinegar, and you're going to need a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And add your pepper. I think I added about a 1/2 teaspoon, maybe a little more. Okay, we're back over here. We've got everything ready to go. Okay, you're going to add all of the tomato mixture that we just put together. What you're stirring in is to get that tomato paste working. bring this to a boil real quick. I'm just gonna let it sit, start boiling. Get your pasta, and we're putting it in. These are real simple dinners to make for your family. I don't even think it's really an hour. That's short, you know, because when you do roast and stuff, you're in it for a long time. Now they want us, we're going to bring this to a quick boil. Once you hear that boiling, put a lid on, and we're going to put it in the oven to bake 40 minutes. In 40 minutes, we'll finish it up, and that's a dinner. Very easy, very quick, no problem. See you then. Okay, you're going to need some Parmesan cheese grated. I grated it in a way that I have long sticks of cheese. Okay, but that's what we're going to need next after that's done cooking. Now, I never show you what I have for breakfast. I'm usually eating behind the camera or after I cook, but I'll show you. This is typical of me to have something that's different from everybody else. Like I told you, I can have smelts and biscuits for breakfast, you know. But this one is going to be cottage cheese and fruit, and this is what I want this morning. So my breakfast is going many different directions. Sometimes you're saying, is she really going to eat that? Yes, I am. Okay. Okay, we got the cheese grated. They want us to stir this. I'm going to try to get you closer. Okay, they want us to stir this around. I told you it's a very simple dish. And they want you to take Parmesan cheese and sprinkle all over this. They don't tell you how much to put in, just as much cheese as you wish to have. And I have to get another pot over. You're going to put it back in the oven without the lid on it for a few more minutes. Okay, let me see how many minutes. 5 to 10 minutes longer, and that's it, and the dish is done. So we'll see you in 10 minutes. Okay, here it is. That's the dish. All done. A simple casserole dish. Plenty of protein. It has some vegetables in it, and pasta. But I would sit there and definitely make a salad to cover for this, so there'd be more vegetables than just the few that they put in. Anyway, you take care and have a great day.